Hello there, Sugar Plum. Today I'm going to show you something. This is my head on a screen projector, and I'm going to give you this important message. Since 2022, I've actually put out some pretty crazy theories on Twitter, on YouTube's combined, and nobody really believed them at the time. And what were those crazy theories? Well, friends, if you go back to my earliest videos, you know I started saying a statement which basically still runs true today. And if you type in community is the asset, not the code, you have so many videos where I pretty much go through it, especially from years ago. So the community is the asset, not the code. And it was basically my journey to figure out that memes, cults, religions, the earliest part of that, the fundamental reason why they even have value in crypto is because of that statement. It actually had nothing to do with the code. It was all about the community. It was just people in a network together. And I figured out myself that why the market was giving values to groups of people because it's smarter than, say, any individual person. The market was basically saying, well, if you have a million people in a house, that's worth something. Even though there's no product there, there's no way to like sell them anything, services. Right now, there's no way to make revenue streams today, but it's still worth something. And the more people you add, exponentially, it gets more and more valuable. So all of these things, they're actually starting to come true. What I'm going to do now is play some nice heavy beats. We have been mogging a lot on unbelievers, friends, because what I've been saying, well, you know, it's it was tough to think about it because in a bear market, man, you understand everything's going to zero and everybody's pretty much biased because it's very easy to make the case that whatever anybody was saying, you just desperately wanted your bags to come back up. So I want to show you this was Bitcoin's price. Everything was literally down here. And I just want to give you, man, I love doing this, man. I just want to show you just how freaking dead everything is. That was the crypto industry, man. That was the industry, friends. This is what it looked like. This is literally what it looked like. You understand? That's how dead it was. All right. It's only now that everyone's like, oh, wow, there's a big industry that's come behind it. So this is one of the most important examples I put together. And I still remember a lot of people, part of PulseChain community now and just other areas of crypto. They don't remember themselves, but I remember when I was saying these things, they were very against it. It was so controversial, right? It's popular people and names today. They'll come and make a comment and stuff. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you now. So there's two communities, right? I actually draw this example now. So what I said is, let's actually draw it right here, okay? You have two communities, like right here. This one's community A, and then this one is going to be community B right now. Now, community A has 100,000 people with $1 net worth each, okay? This is a coin pretty much. And then community B, friends, they've only got one people, a whale, and this person is worth 1 million, right? 1 million net worth, okay? So if you look at this, you say, well, this one's obviously worth 100K, okay? And then this one is worth 1.0 million, okay? But what I was actually saying was, I said, based off network effects, Metcalfe's law, Reed's law, the crypto industry, okay, they are lagging behind the knowledge I'm about to tell you, which is individually, no one understands that this network A is actually worth more than B, okay? Because the community is the asset. When there's one person, there's no community. If one person owns all these tokens, token B, this is a VC coin pretty much, okay? Now we write them differently. Now this is a VC coin and this is a freaking meme coin, okay? Do you understand? So meme coins are greater than VC coins, even though VC coins, net worth, you're more people, right? So you'll have more GDP of a city. How does that work out? Well, there's a lot of ways you can actually think about it logically. And what I was basically saying was, well, if you have a community, 100,000 people, they can shill, they can work in the background, and they can basically just keep promoting 24/7 as long as they're alive and their hearts beat. And that's like an hourly wage, free marketing. Okay, but it's not really free. It's hours spent, and they can just keep promoting out there in the world. And that is probably worth more than one whale who just has $1 million worth of a coin. They own all the coins, okay? So this at the time was literally like, no one understood it. They go, that makes no sense. People would say, oh, there's one guy with $1 million. He's one coin. I'd rather own that coin. But then what I actually showed is I said, well, let's use the example of oil, friends. Let's use the example of oil, or you could even use phones, but oil is pretty good. So oil is a network. It's a commodity. And I said this example in one of my videos. This is like 2022, end of 2022. And I made posts. I was saying, well, if you owned all the barrels of oil in the world, you had every single barrel of oil in your garage. You had a special garage. You could fit it. You would think that the price of oil and your value is worth a lot now. But what would happen over time is the rest of the world, not in your network, would make their own new network. They don't need your oil anymore. They'll find a way. They'll find something else. They'll spend their time with another energy source. So what ends up happening is the network of oil, right, even though you have all of it in your garage, is not actually worth much eventually in the future. It's the same with the telephone. If you had every single iPhone, every Apple product, you had all of them in your garage and nobody else could ever buy another product, they'll go find something else. And the network effect fades, you see? And this was profound to say, because now I was actually saying, well, crypto works the same thing too. The code doesn't actually matter. Or oil, the actual physical part of oil doesn't really matter. Same as iPhone, the actual product doesn't really matter. What matters is the network. What's a network, friends? It's the belief. It's a belief that people are in some sort of like communal group and they're all going to continue to use it. So that's why I've written here, right? Community A is worth more than community B. Community B, right? Just a coin with one whale, they have $1 million to his name. And that was pretty much, that's why I'm showing you, friends. This is Ash Ketchum here, just showing you, okay, doing battle. This is me doing battle with the industry going, ha ha ha. Collectively, the market pricing is right, but actually each individual person is wrong. And that's how we can find edge. So, I mean, I've got it here fleshed out, right? Even though coin A, remember 100,000 people, give 100,000 people here, just one person in coin B. Coin A, 100,000 people own a part of the coin. Technically, they're poorer in GDP. Based off Metcalfe's law and how markets behave, we give more value to it. The market will give more value to it. Interesting. That's why VC tech projects, they have money, but there's only like 100 people in their network. And why? They gave themselves all the tokens. So meme coins, friends, they're full of poor people, but they are large in numbers, which basically it increases economic energy and they keep capturing attention. You see that? And they do this by forming a passionate group. They do shilling, promoting, YouTube videos, tweet stuff like I'm doing right now as well. Okay, that's how we all promote with each other, and they recruit more members to the group. This is a very, very cute duck. You see, quack quack. So also shout out to Mr. David Gonzalez. It depends if you have a whale with 90% of supply that never sells. Cough cough, Richard. I'd rather be a part of that community. Yes, that's why Hex, Richard Hartstaff, it's a unicorn like Bitcoin. With Bitcoin, you have to trust that Satoshi, who owns all the coins, was going to be benevolent. And he was. Now you have to trust that Richard is going to be benevolent as well. But what Richard's doing is doing what Satoshi did. Satoshi allowed Bitcoin, the community, to grow on top of him. So basically just like, you know, like just this mushroom popping forests appearing everywhere. That's what pretty much is happening now with PulseChain as well. That's why a lot of people don't understand what the hell's going on. They don't understand that, for example, with the T-share system, the longer you stake, the more yield you get, but you're getting the purchasing power from the origin address. And who gets the most purchasing power? People who commit the longest stakes. So as you can see, friends, back then, right?
A kiss, a cry, our rights, our wrongs.
What I was saying back then, it was so profound. It was profound. And that's why I came to discover this, because I got inspired really by Elon Musk. Because Elon Musk, he knew nothing about money at the start. And then when he made PayPal, he turned into like a fundamentalist. He always said, if you ever want to succeed in any field, in any business, become a fundamentalist of it. So find out the smallest increment principle and start asking questions about it. So he says basically he had to ask, what is money, when he was doing PayPal, when he made PayPal, and he figured out, oh, money is just an accounting ledger system. That's actually all it is. Money is just a ledger. That's it. It's ones and zeros. People saying they have something. That's it. There's not actually goods or services. It's literally, that's all it is, right? It's just a way of counting things. Yes. And most people don't think about it, right? Because when people say, what is money? They go, oh, it's that greenback dollar in my pocket, right? Now we're obviously crypto's changing the world. So that's when I thought, okay, what's a crypto value then? Why does crypto have value? I kept asking it over and over again. And because, you know, in a bear market, 18 hours a day, friends, I had these just profound epiphanies where I just spend so much time researching, and I saw so many examples. I mean, like, friends, like, best example you could ever learn from. So if you want to know, a lot of people ask me, what was the first thing, Sommi, that you were able to have this eureka moment? And it was this. My biggest fear in crypto was I would wake up one day and Bitcoin had a bug and it would go to zero. That was my biggest fear at the start. Because you don't know, man. You think the code is everything. And then I eventually saw there was like Bitcoin Satoshi's Vision. There were other coins as well. I forgot, maybe IOTA. They actually had a 51% attack on them. And people were minting more coins and sending it to exchanges. And then if you go check the coin, they didn't go to zero. They dumped, but the community remained there and they believed. That was a big mind-blowing thing. I was like, who the hell is still in here? So friends, it's literally like you're in a city and then part of the city gets bombed, but not everybody leaves. They still hang around there. The network effect is still big. I mean, friends, look at other countries like Lebanon's getting bombed every 15 seconds. You have Israel, you have Palestine, you know, all these. People still aren't leaving. Okay, they move around it, but then once a bomb stops, they go, I'll come back. Okay, interesting to think about. Okay, now moving on to memes, culture, and religions. This is basically, so this is a nice pyramid of how to describe it. And I'll just quickly show you the pyramid, friends. This is what it's going to look like. You have a big pyramid here, right? And you have the religions up the top. You have the cults under it, cults. And then you have the memes. There are so many memes underneath, okay? And more energy, more community passion. You can climb up the ladder and go up there as well. So that's how you can see it, right? So they are the same thing. So whenever I'm saying memes, cults, religions, whenever I say like MCR, memes, cults, religion, that's it. You have memes, you have cult, and then you have the religion, and you're starting to go up. Of course, Bitcoin is at the top. Now, what I want to do is, friends, look what I was saying in the bear market. So I'm just going to remind you, this is what Bitcoin actually looked like. It was totally dead. Like, you had the worst sentiment ever. And what I want to do, actually, friends, it's going to shock you so much. I need to play some gentle angel music just to smooth it over, because man, oh man, are you ready for this? Okay, so right at that bottom, 2022, 2023, literally in the midst of the bear market, this is my tweet here. Look at this. Jan 2023. Look at this. The goal of every crypto is to become a religion. That means you have a strong network effect. People refuse to sell, even if other assets promise higher returns. You need believers to hodl. Religion, cult, community. Bitcoin set example. Others are following. Look at the comments I have here, friends, about Bitcoin. Bitcoin is a religion. Look at these comments. The Immaculate Conception. Thank you, Satoshi. The world owes you a debt of gratitude. Look from Lukey. Like Van Gogh's paintings, it's a gift to humanity. Thank you, Satoshi. Michael. Damn, took us to church today. Love it. This is some of the best content on Bitcoin, I think, right now. All your videos will age so well. Another one. Like another Maxi said, is Bitcoin invented or discovered? If it's the second option, that is frightening in a good way. So here I am, friends. Look at the logos I'm smashing back down here as well. You have the Hex and PulseChain and PulseX and all these other stuff here. So Uni had a chance and they freaking drank a lot of soy. But man, just giving me goosebumps. I was like, man, I was talking about this literally at the bottom before we had any idea of what was going on. Boy, oh boy, friends, I've got a lot more. Look what else I was saying during this time as well. Look at this. Did you know that Vitalik started Bitcoin magazine back in 2012? Amazing how 10 years later, the magazine worships Satoshi and casts out Ethereum and all other crypto. Often I talk about crypto religions on my YouTube. The community is the asset, not the code. Here's Bitcoin magazine. You can see this. Look at this. History. Vitalik Buterin became interested in Bitcoin in 2011. Co-founded the periodical Bitcoin magazine with Mihai Alesi, who asked him to join. He was living in Romania at the time, and Buterin was writing for a blog. Look at this. Friends, the prophecy of Satoshi Nakamoto. Bitcoin as religion. Wow. I mean, talk about hitting the nail on the head. I mean, like, friends, you want even more? Look at what I was saying back then. So look at this. Store of value coins form a deep religion which gets stronger over time. It needs to be strong because gains diminish. Those who realize early get to enjoy faster growing network effects. Those who stay in Bitcoin will still learn the lesson, but at a later date. Look at this, BTC Copa. Bitcoin equals math, physics, not an investment or speculation. You see that? It means more to them. Oh, it's not investment. It's not speculation. It's a religion, just mathematics. Oh, something's there. There's some magic, spooky mathematics. Here is what your friend's saying. Late stage religion formation cope to justify that BTC won't go above 15x from here. but instead go up 5 to 6x and then drop 50% again. And they realize they wasted 4 years when they could have bought Hex and made 40x. So that is literally me, friends. I'm literally forecasting the bull market, this Bitcoin dominance run where everyone's like, well, it's destined to go up from here. But you got to check those numbers. Bitcoin doing like a 6x from around 25k. That's like 120k-ish, 120 to 200 roughly. Right. Whereas they're all expecting, okay, from that point, they're all expecting 15x. They think, oh, I can just keep multiplying this over time. So here I am, we're just basically, we haven't seen that Bitcoin dominance turn yet, but we will see it. And man, like the examples just keep on rolling here. Look at this. Look at this. Bitcoin's fair launch, Immaculate conception. Look at this. On my YouTube channel, I go through deep videos about crypto communities. You want yours to be a religion because it means you're staying relevant. Bitcoin maxis refer to Bitcoin launch as an immaculate conception. Religion and cult equals powerful network effect sign. Like you just, oh, by the way, when was that made? That was literally made, friends. Look at that, January 2023. So all of these were starting to get fleshed out, and I could just see it time and time again, right? I mean, like I've even got it written here. Sometimes it really does be that simple. By the coin communities that form the religion. Look what I'm writing back then, man. Nobody will believe me until prices are much higher. As the prices go higher, people will demand higher targets. But it's not up to me or you. It's up to one man, Jim Cramer. I'll buy the coin communities that form their religion. Look at this, just the peanut in the left corner. This is it. This is it. Now, once again, I didn't know that this was going to be the thing. I knew it would be a thing. It was like, it made the most sense to me because I actually was only one people. Friends, it's funny. I was the only person trying to figure out in crypto, why do people actually hold? Why are they actually in the game in the first place? Like what's actually making it? It's clearly not profits. There's something else. And I looked at, okay, you know, where it came from, friends. It was hearing Richard Hart always talk about Bitcoin. So that's where I got the ideas from. I was always wondering, like, why is he always referencing Bitcoin? He talks about Bitcoin's price, Bitcoin's early days. He talks about Satoshi. He's always talking about, and I got to realize, oh, maybe we're all the Retardios. Maybe the billionaire who made Hex, he could have chosen many things to fork, to copy, to like borrow off, but he went to Bitcoin. He tried to improve on Bitcoin. Why is that? Logically, so no one tries to improve on Bitcoin, actually. You notice that? No one tries. Actually, what most people try to do, friends, is they try to do the Ethereum model. What's the Ethereum model? The Ethereum model is, let's try make a use case for the coin, and then we can sit the coin in between people wanting and needing the coin. That's what they think they're doing. So, like, let's try to use it for gas. Let's try to use it for an oracle. Let's try to use it for that. That's the Ethereum model. That's the utility model. Bitcoin didn't try to do that. Bitcoin was just like, hey, this might be cash. That's it. Hey, you got to believe in it. Then, friends, what did Satoshi even say in the forums? He said, you know what? You might just have to get some in case it catches on. You see that? That's like Satoshi with his like youthful spirit saying like, hey, this might be bigger than something else. You know what I mean? Like he's doing like the ultimate 9-dimensional shill. You better get some just in case it catches on. Right? He wasn't saying, oh, well, you know, you better get some in case the gas fees go up, or you better get some in case the network gets so big that, you know, you can't afford complicated fees for the next. He wasn't saying that. It was just like, it might go up, right? And then what did he do? He threw in the halvening, right? Something else I learned from Richard Hart as well. Satoshi doesn't talk about the halvening in the white paper. He threw that in. He's like, you know what? I've got to make this number go up. You see? That's why, I mean, like you can see, friends, if you read between the lines, here is the PulseChain Citadel. You see these have Richard Hart. I mean, all these cute pictures, friends. I just put all the pictures and images everywhere. Look at the suicide stack, the break it stack, the make it stack, generational wealth. Yeah, the pen pineapple guy, Picataro. So all these out here. Here's a Jeep with the 2x down in the bottoms, the no corner. So it's just funny you have all these here for the friendship. You see this? So this is the type of imagery. It's not by accident. It's because that's what people are responding to. We're living on the internet now. So we're like getting internet religion, pretty much. That's what it comes down to. So now I'm going to play for you, friends. Let's play some nice, gentle, let's play some Halo music as well. While we're going to discuss memes, coins, religions like this, friends. Look at this. Memes, cults, religions are all attention assets. MCR, attention assets. So memes are the shortest. Memes are the short ones. cults, medium, religions are the ultimate. You can just literally draw a big triangle. Memes are the short attention spans. The cults are the middle. The religion is the big one. Okay, religions are the ultimate long-term form of attention assets. Fair enough. I've had so much fun finding these Peppy in like churches and stuff being dressed up as a post. They're kind of hilarious. Like, it's just so cute. Peppy and a poo, all these pictures. In Christianity, for example, people will baptize their children and then get married in a church. Here you have a priest, priest Peppy, all these other beautiful imagery in the background. Look at this. So when people have kids, so Christians, we have kids, we repeat the process until death, and then we even have a funeral. The priest comes, you know what I mean? And then they say goodbye, and the just circle of life repeats, right? It literally, think about it. It started off as a meme. It all started as a meme. What was the, like, meme as in, like, not meme coin, but meme as in, like, okay, Christ comes as a story, you know, passes away, rises 3 days later, you know, after the crucifixion and stuff. So all of these events, just an idea. It's just an idea. Did it really happen? It's an idea. It's a story. Okay, then it became pretty much a cult. Christians were persecuted just for worshipping. They were, right? Remember in the early Middle Ages, a couple of hundred AD, they're literally, you're not allowed to, they have to do it underground. Now it's so big, well, it's everywhere. Interesting, yes, interesting. By the way, true story, Bitcoin, at the start, Andreas Antonopoulos, I think it might be even earlier than his days, 2011, they had the first Bitcoin meetups. You had to use a code word to get to the meetup. Because they were so paranoid that the Coconut Intelligence Agency was going to come in and just blast them all and just gas them all and kill them. I'm not joking. Because they knew they were taking on the US dollar by making this Bitcoin technology. When they first came around, they were so scared. You had to use a code word to go to the underground meetings and talk about it. How crazy is that? Doesn't that remind you of like the Middle Ages stuff? So Bitcoin, Satoshi releases a white paper, then people are meeting up. Don't tell anyone. Shh, shh, shh. Don't tell anyone, because we're, you know, they know, man, we're challenging the US dollar, because they knew all these dictators get overthrown. How? Because they're challenging the US dollar. So it all starts off with the meme. The meme is just an idea that can grab attention. Sometimes the attention is for fun and laughter. Other times it can be more grand, such as a spiritual journey. Okay, so what we've learned from Doge is don't mock or knock the joke meme. Don't. Okay, it's a fast dopamine hit. Makes you laugh. I mean, it's Doge, man. It's our first joke. You know what I mean? Like Doge, like I want this to flip national currencies. Don't you? That'd be the funniest thing ever. You know, just think about it, friends. So yes, Bitcoin's worth more than Doge, but Doge BTC, man. What a chart. This is the Doge BTC chart, as you can see right here. It did this range here forever. Pops up. Here we come back down. So this might be the new floor. It feels like this is the new Doge BTC floor. And that's what we might see, man. This is going to be funny. We see this. Maybe Doge comes back here, comes back down, next bull market, bear market, and then eventually it's going to do something like this. Just we'll find the way to make it work. So as you can see, everything's about attention. Everything is about attention. What is attention? Attention just means putting the signal in your head to go act. That's it. Act in a certain way. So Coca-Cola, they have your attention and my attention, because when you're thirsty, you think, oh, I want to grab like a nice Coke. You know what I mean? They try to put it in your head. What about Ferraris and Lambos? They've put it in your head. When you get a lot of money, you want to show you that you're successful, you got to get them. What about a Rolex? Same thing. You see, women have their own products and brands. You know, Louis Vuitton bag. Okay, you want to show that you're a luxury bitch, and like, you know, you're worth a lot. You're not just like your normal $300 an hour escort. You're something more. You're like a $400 an hour escort. So hey, we got to get a Louis Vuitton bag. We've got to get our own seat at the restaurant. You see, like the branding and the marketing, that's what they want. That's attention. That's the meme. It starts as the meme. See, Louis Vuitton, friends, and even Coca-Cola, before they had the people, it was just a meme. It's literally a meme. So Coca-Cola's like, I want to be the thing that's an arm's... By the way, this is true. They wanted Coca-Cola to be at an arm's length from everybody in the world, and whenever they're thirsty, they think of a Coca-Cola. That's how it all started. It's just a meme. Now you're like, oh, it's not a meme. That's like reality. Bitcoin started off as a meme. We want to be peer-to-peer digital cash. As you get to see, man, you got to buy the memes. And then hopefully they grow into the cult and the religion. If you wait to the religion, you're paying a very high price. You get low growth compared to if you're buying the meme. However, you get more stability. So that's something to think about. So, you know, I even have those examples here, right? Bitcoin started off as a meme, digital cash. Then it became a cult, the cult of Satoshi. Now Bitcoin's a neo-religion, 320 million people, and many of them want to save their children's wealth in BTC. This is like St. George defeating the demons, like a soy jack demon. You see, he's probably drank a lot of soy in the fiery pits of hell. There's a lot of soy lattes going on there. So you can see this, man. I'm not putting my God hand effort into like dressing up crypto with all these religious themes and like things like, cathedrals and spirituality. I'm not the one doing that. It's just forming itself. And it makes sense because you need belief. That's what currencies are, by the way. Because what's a currency? It's somebody works, okay, friends? Somebody works all day. He's like, oh, I'm working all day, and they have to hold it in something. They hold it in something. They're going to spend it later. But if everyone agrees to hold something, well, now why is everyone agreeing? Because they just believe in it. That's what the US dollar is. That's what every national fiat is. It's just a belief system. That's why somebody like Uncle Petey Schiff, who sometimes watches my channel, or any of the other, I've got to say, like boomers, they don't get it. They just think, well, you think your thing's got no value. But what we say is, well, it has tested itself so many times that people say it does have value. You see, we already had the price drops. Think about this, friends. If you have something, how do you test if someone's a believer? You send the price down a lot. A lot. That's what happened in Bitcoin. Went down 95%, then 94%, then 87%. You see that? That's why you look at something like Hex, the community, and even us during that bear, like, man, that sucks. 99% down is a terrible look. But now you have to wear it with pride. That's why I'm telling all the PulseChain community. It literally is a thing of pride, friends. You can't let the Eric Walls out there say, oh, well, your coin's trash 99%. You go, no. That is a now badge of honor. We survived minus 99%. The ultimate test. The ultimate test of a coin, friends, is down 99%. You and I know it. But everybody stayed around here. Do you see? So the cult, okay, there's been some blood sacrifices here, and it packs a punch, doesn't it? That's what everyone's going to try to tell us in the bull market. Next year, as we continue, hopefully, people are going to say, oh, I'm a meme, I'm a cult, I'm a religion, I'm going to be here forever. And then you and I have to figure out, are you really? Who are you? Do you have a guy with a fluffy microphone like me even talking about that coin? Where are you? You didn't have a YouTube account, okay? Do you have a doxed face? Where are your memes? Do you have a culture? Friends, what I do, you notice all my coins, I have a culture of DCA buying low. I have a culture of that. And it feeds into all the community members and everyone out here. You're listening. You're like, oh, these things get cheaper over time. Whereas what's everyone else thinking? When coins go down, they're like, oh, it's rugged by the cabal. You see, because they're in cabal stuff. So I don't blame them for having that perspective. So I've been talking about this since 2022. I did not know it was going to take over. If we did, it would be 100% memes. We wouldn't have some DeFi mid-curve stuff. We didn't know they're going to be DeFi mid-curve in because it's scary to even think about. The good thing is, though, the path of these was never somewhere in the middle. It was either we're all going to jail and we're going to be embarrassed, or these are going into galactic high prices that we can't even comprehend. There was nothing in between. That's it. Like, even look at Hex, friends. Like, if you want a cult, there's only one cult. PulseChain. Okay, there is literally only one. Not even close. All these other ones, they're cute. Yeah, you got your Miladies and stuff out here, but like, there's not many to choose from. There isn't. Okay, there isn't to choose from. And now, how long is it going to take before the rest of the crypto market wakes up? How long is it going to take? It's not about how long it'll take. It's more, I'm sitting here on my squeaky chair thinking, at what price does PulseChain, PulseX, and Hex, what price do they need to be for everyone to realize that they better hop on this train before they ruin their next chance at retirement? So I have the Hex price chart here, just for example, Hex price chart here. I think about that number, friends, because like it's in my mind. I know there's a number. I'm thinking about, I wonder what the number's going to be. Okay, it doesn't keep me up at night, no stress, but it's interesting to think about. Like, okay, what price are they going to flock? What price do we go nuclear? Is it 5 cents? Is it 10 cents? Okay, is it 20 cents? Or maybe we've got to think outside the box a bit. Is it EHEX going back to 5 cents, 10 cents? Do they have to break the high? Does EHEX have to break the high? I don't know. But what I like is I've seen so much evidence. It's not a question of like if, it's a question of when. That's the thing. Luckily for you and me, we're already on the right path. Because trust me, your real wet dream in crypto is that you buy the low and then it just goes moonshot after that. It's so rare, okay? But the real wet dream of crypto, okay, it's not that. Okay, let me give you some secret, deep friendship alpha. The real alpha of crypto is to dream about being long a coin where you have a thesis, a belief, an understanding that the first 10x is a joke. And even if it comes back down and does this, you don't care because you know it's a joke. Then when it's now up like, 50x up here, you still know it's a joke. Or you think, oh yeah, it should be there. Okay, that's the actual alpha of crypto. Okay, it's not just guessing all these buy low, sell high points because you're never going to get it. You understand? So basically, I'm learning off Bitcoin holders. Okay, so I'll just show you now. This is the last thing we'll go through. If you go through BTC holders, friends, what was the actual juice of crypto and Bitcoin? It was this. It was being in Bitcoin. And let's say you get in like here at 10 cents, okay? But if you see this thing now at $100, look how much you're up, man. You're up 1,000x. But it's not enough to know that. You had to know the market cap of fiat. You had to know they're printing money. You had to know they have a debt. They're going to keep spending money. You had to know there's limited supply of Bitcoin. Once you know and understand these, that people are using Bitcoin as FU money because it's just a better system and they believe in it more. If you really believed in that, you are the one still holding Bitcoin 1,000x higher. And now it's $68,000 from that point. You still have no intention of selling. That's the actual winner. Okay, so it's the same thing with these memes, cults, and religions. Now, but obviously, of course, if they go high enough, there might be so many non-believers, you're just like, you're going to have to get something now. But hey, maybe that's the story for 12 to 14 months from now. For now, though, we are on the right path. We still keep an open mind, open heart. I never think, it's our cycle, whatever. It could just be our turn. Maybe we have one wave. Maybe like DeFi 5.0 comes at the end of next year. I don't know. But right now, it seems clear as day to me. Okay, and the answer, it all comes down to this. Everyone wants to participate in crypto. 1% of people know how to build code. 99% of people know how to build friendships. Okay, also reason why my YouTube name is Your Friend Sommi as well. So 1% of people are building code. 99% of people are building friendships. I wonder what's going to win. It's the building friendships. Building friendships is memes, cults, religions, by the way. It's spreading word of mouth. It's easy to onboard people. Do you understand it? They can relate to more of that stuff than let's try build this complicated code that nobody understands. And what we're actually seeing now is the manifestation of that. Might not last forever, but for this cycle, I think it's as clear as day. You're my friend. Like, subscribe, belly button all. Catch you next one.